Okay then. So the thing is, with the black people, you think that the more powerful positions we put them in society, like sort of like jail wardens, like especially in psychiatry as well, and also in the hospital, yeah, in all the important places, like yeah, building's not as important to me now. It's like there's more important things like doctor, magistrates. The more of them that have those jobs, you reckon the worse we do? It's like we're not even running our country anymore. You already have your freaking country. Why do I have to? It's the biggest piss off. But like going way back in time, where like in just sort of having multiculturalism, which wasn't called diversity at first. It was called multiculturalism. And people say, "Oh, your country's multicultural." Like, who did you fucking ask? It's just a fucking piss off. And then like when they bring all their little fucking mongrel kids with them, you have to look after them because it's just too easy to line them up and shoot them. What about this Islam crap? Well, you know, if God's not even there, you know, they're surely going to end their lives and just take everyone else with them, so that, you know, if you're going to go be a terrorist yourself, you don't expect to fucking die and be tortured and suffer. But like I said, but God can He can fix it all. Yeah. Okay. Old Islam, yeah, well, I wouldn't worry about it because they're all going to die in the next couple of days anyway. All the terrorists. Just the same as our dudes die as well. Just sacrificing yourself. Why don't you reverse yourself when you got like lots of machines to make? But like, what difference do they make either? What difference does any of them make? Sorry, little Dundee. Anything else? What am I actually going to do? Well, we're going to finish this this sort of like robot thing and make sure we do the best job we can, and then we'll look at the competition and were we supreme. We'll see if we were or not. But I'm warning you, I saw a couple of little brown men with this flywheel thing, and maybe it was working. And I actually can't tell why a flywheel would work. It's based upon momentum. Wouldn't they lose as much as they gain, sort of thing. Like friction affects them less, but they're harder to get going because they got more weight, more inertia. So they're just, all you have is an increase of inertia. How is that supposed to spin forever? But I saw this other guy, and he had a spring system as well. And the spring's the same, you lose as much as you gain, so I don't see how either one of those would work. But one of them was a white dude. But it doesn't matter, because we've got our own system, and it's better than the flywheel because it's lighter, and you have to see if it's going to work. Yeah, so what do you do if like they end up with this like good technology as us? What do you do? Yes, well, they do get a lot of help on the internet, definitely. They get to learn off anything that we release to each other. They get to have their hands on. We were better off not teaching them. See, teaching them English was the biggest fucking mistake we made, because then they wouldn't have no chance of reading any of our shit. We were supposed to do technology in another language than English. Mistakes. Those are big mistakes I made. Anyway. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure, you know, if God wasn't there, I could probably pull a Santa Claus and I can get rid of all of them in a couple of weeks. But but with God there, there's nothing you can do. You can just break my arms off any day. Just stupid. Yeah, I've got an alternative to a nuclear weapon. Yeah, all you need to do is get me an over unity device, right? Then put the output back in the input, and it sort of creates a miniature black hole. It will just pump. It just pumps harder and harder and harder and harder, and it compounds, right? And it's like a nuclear reaction is a compounding reaction, but using the uranium shit. But it's sort of like nanoscopic, and this thing's like a pretty big. It's probably not as good, but it's probably pretty good. And so you're worried about Mexicans blowing up the planet with like nuclear theory they stole off Einstein or something. So I never, I know about cement, but I don't actually know about atomic weapons. Cement and acids and soluble rocks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so but like there is a machine if you can get over anything, there's a machine equivalent bomb. But doing it with robots is so much fucking better than just blowing everything up. Regardless, that's what fucking nigga would do. Okay. Yeah, but the whole thing's just a waste of time, So I just finish it. Which, and here's the other thing, there's no point competing with other men for girls. Then that means you could go around and piss sure some other guy that's good looking, you go alright. It's useless to if it's all about aesthetics, like making children, then it's worthless. You gotta work it up for real. Yeah, so it's not right that one doing something this fucking horrible. There's a bit of like horrible, nasty fun you can have there. I don't think we're gonna do it. I think we'd rather be a loser. It was my surprise present for the world to do that, whether they liked it or not. Yeah, killed all the monkeys. Not the real monkeys. No, just fucking parasite monkeys.